March Madness has begun and Providence has Friar fever tonight. Teams began taking to the hardwood this afternoon in the NCAA tournament games.
Fans are flocking to Providence to watch some of the action and enjoy some St. Patrick's Day fun. The city will be hopping with thousands of visitors this weekend with several events scheduled.
And tonight, the Providence College Friars will play one of the last games of the night in North Carolina, taking on UNC. We have live March Madness team coverage for you tonight. Eyewitness Sports Director Yanni Caracas is live in North Carolina, eagerly anticipating tonight's matchup.
But first, we go to Steve Nielsen live in Providence with more on the excitement and festivities here. Steve?
Well, there is definitely a lot of excitement. Yale and Butler, as that game just ended, about 12,000 people just poured out of the Dunkin Donuts Center right behind me. And they're flooding all of the bars in the area right now, taking in all of the fun. In fact, they're very excited for that win. Ooh, don't touch me, please. Thank you. Anyways, there's a lot of businesses that have just opened up recently in the area trying to take advantage of this. In fact, one bar that just opened up last night to try to take advantage of it all. Beer after beer open under the sun. It's St. Patrick's Day and March Madness Day, so the city's letting people drink outside in some spots of downtown. How was business?
It was tremendous last night.
Dino Baccari's grand opening of Cavalry Bar and Lounge was last night. Today, his new bar's first.
Started the demo a week ago to get open today. So a mad dash effort of a whole huge work crew, and we just plowed through every single night, working to the wee hours, and we got open.
He says the change that allows people to drink freely has been a huge help.
You couldn't get any better, man. You need activity. It's a great activity for Providence. It's excitement, you know? There's a lot of good things off here.
I imagine this place will be packed at around 10 p.m.
It better be.
And we'll be back out here for Eyewitness News at 6 with more on the whole day and everything that's going on in this area. Again, a lot of fun and excitement going on in downtown Providence right now. I'm Steve Nielsen, Eyewitness News.
Sports reporter Mark Dondero has highlights from the games at the Dunk.
Yanni Caracas is live in North Carolina, where PC will play tonight.
But first, let's go to Steve Nielsen in downtown Providence with an update on how fans are faring with the temporary suspension of the city's open container ban.
Also faring right now with New England weather. I think everyone here was listening pretty closely to Tony Petrarca there just a couple of minutes ago. We're definitely being hit with some pretty serious rain here in the area. And up until about, I'd say, 10 minutes ago, this was a happening place. 13,000 fans poured out of the Dunkin Donuts Center, all coming into the streets to drink, take in all of the fun in the city, and they've all now retreated inside to the bars. But you know what? All of this all day long means big bucks for the city. People drinking, burgers sizzling. This is March Madness in Providence.
Wow, it's a good time.
It's like a mini Vegas right now.
It's a big boost, yeah.
Dino Baccari's new bar, Cavalry, had its grand opening last night to get ready for the stampede of out-of-towners.
We need more things like this, more life and excitement.
The city allowed open containers for the weekend to welcome in the fans from 8 different schools.
We go for the underdogs. We go for the underdogs all the time.
It means a lot of money changing hands, a boost for the city.
About $3.5 million just from the basketball tournament alone.
That money comes from guys like Brian Steverman.
Staying right here. We're going to the Saturday game still. Really looking forward to it.
Hundreds packed the streets, garnering so much attention. We even saw the road show hanging out and talking with people. That means parking was at a premium. Just been crazy how many people have come up?
Oh, yeah, ridiculous. So many different people, tourists. Yeah, the city's getting a lot of money, so that's good.
It's leaving a good impression on the visitors, hoping for a repeat performance.
I hope Providence does this a lot more often. This is a great atmosphere.
And you can tell a lot of the fans that came here all had tickets. That's because when the game started and they all retreated into the Dunkin Donuts Center to watch those games, it was a lot quieter out here. But now since they've come back out there, inside the bars having a lot of fun. And I imagine the second this rain stops, they'll be back outside taking in this scene. Guys?
Stevie, have you noticed any public safety issues today?
No, nothing like that. You know, I personally haven't seen anything too bad, considering the fact that there's been, thousands of people out here drinking and taking it all in. It's all been a pretty respectful crowd. And I also spoke with the police chief, Colonel Hugh Clements, a little while ago, and he said they haven't had any issues yet so far.
All right, thank you, Steve. Steve Nielsen reporting live outside the Dunk in Providence.
All right,
thank you, Tony. Our next big story, March Madness taking over Providence. Round one of the NCAA tournament is underway at the Dunkin Donuts Center, and we're bringing you live coverage of all the action. Right now, downtown Providence is a very busy place. Fans from across the country are pouring into the city to root for their teams in the big dance. And in Raleigh, North Carolina, hometown favorites, the Providence College Friars, are gearing up for their big matchup tonight. Yadi Caracas is live in Raleigh, but first, my co-anchor Steve Nielsen joins us with an update on the excitement downtown. Steve?
Well, Shannon, the update is the rain finally stopped out here, so the people have left the bars. They're back in the streets trying to take in a fun day of activities out here. St. Patrick's Day and March Madness combined in downtown Providence, and a lot of people really having a lot of fun. We saw after the Baylor and Yale game ended a little bit earlier, 12,000 people came pouring out of the Dunkin Donuts Center to take all of this in, and we imagine as the next round of games gets started here that 12,000 more will go back into the stadium, and all of these people coming out here to take this in means big bucks for the city of Providence. People drinking, burgers sizzling. This is March Madness in Providence.
Wow, it's a good time. It's like a mini Vegas right now.
It's a big boost, yeah.
Dino Beccari's new bar Cavalry had its grand opening last night to get ready for the stampede of out-of-towners.
We need more things like this, more life and excitement.
The city allowed open containers for the weekend to welcome in the fans from 8 different schools.
We go for the underdogs. We go for the underdogs all the time.
It means a lot of money changing hands, a boost for the city.
About $3.5 million just from the basketball tournament alone.
That money comes from guys like Brian Steverman.
Staying right here. We're going to the Saturday games too. Really looking forward to it.
Hundreds packed the streets, garnering so much attention. We even saw the road show hanging out and talking with people. That means parking was at a premium. Just been crazy how many people have come up.
Oh, yeah, ridiculous. So many different people, tourists. Yeah, the city's getting a lot of money, so that's good.
It's leaving a good impression on the visitors, hoping for a repeat performance.
I hope Providence does this a lot more often. This is a great atmosphere.
And to me, it definitely seems like most of the people that have come here do have tickets to the games, because when the games start, everyone goes back into the stadium, the streets kind of clear out, and everyone who doesn't have a ticket goes into a bar, crowds around a TV, and has a lot of fun here. Shannon.
And Steve, we have heard that there are undercover officers out there. Do you know about why they're doing that?
Yes, well, there's quite a few police officers out here since people are allowed to drink and walk around. But I was talking with the police chief, Hugh Clements, out here, and he said that they have undercover officers outside of the Dunkin Donuts Center because they're making sure that people aren't scalping tickets, and they're just kind of keeping a close eye on everything that's going on down there from an undercover perspective.